This Bloodborne series covers how to do all quests and missable content in order so that all choices and rewards will be available. For best results, follow this series from the start of part 1. There will be spoilers in the form of important information, and as usual, useful timestamps can be found in the video description. At the end of part 5, we made our way to the entrance of Forsaken Castle Cainhurst. In part 6, we'll trek through the castle and then complete the majority of remaining NPC questlines in the base game. Starting from the Forsaken Castle Cainhurst lamp, we will move straight towards the entrance of the castle. There's a chest containing the Reiterpallasch to the right on the bottom floor of the entrance hall. We'll grab it, then go up the stairs and to the left. In the next room, we will find the noble dress and a chest around a table to the right. The Silver Lady enemies are not a huge threat unless they attack in large numbers. Watch out for the gargoyles as we go through this next exterior section of the castle. Part of the Executioner armor set can be obtained to the right of the entrance back to the castle's interior, near 2 gargoyles. Entering back inside, we can open a chest and grab the Vileblood register, then activate a lift, which serves as a shortcut back to the Castle Cainhurst lamp. To reach another chest on the bottom floor of the library, we will need to run up a short staircase and jump over a grouping of tables. The chest contains the Evelyn weapon. Going up to the second level, we will move to the back left corner and move through an open window to the castle exterior, then carefully drop down to the floor below. This next room is crowded with Silver Ladies, so we need to go in with a plan and move quickly to avoid getting swarmed. We'll start by making a sharp right turn to get the Executioner's gloves out of a chest. We'll then move to the diagonal opposite corner of the room to open another chest and get the Knight's garb, gloves, and trousers. With that, we can head back out of this room and go down the path to our left. Stepping carefully along a ledge, we can get back into a new section of the library through another open window and pull a lever to move a bookshelf. This serves as a shortcut, but also exposes a new ladder that we can climb to reach the 3rd level of the library. We might as well grab the warm bloodstone gem out of a nearby chest before backing away from the chest to reach a spiral staircase leading to the castle rooftops. The Knight's wig can be found on a body near a gargoyle up here. We will then need to carefully move across a series of rooftops to reach a tall ladder we can climb to get within steps of the final boss here. You can pause now if you want to fight it blind. For everyone else, Martyr Logarius is most vulnerable to physical damage and is particularly resistant to arcane damage. Logarius moves quickly, so I mostly relied on sprinting quick attacks to get in the majority of damage. When Logarius receives enough damage, he will plant his scythe and begin charging an AoE attack before entering his second phase. We can run away to avoid this damage, but I found his second phase to be a lot more challenging, and so decided it was worth taking that AoE damage if it meant getting in a bit more easy damage myself. You can see I struggled quite a bit here at the start of phase 2. Logarius starts attacking really fast, and so we have to time our own attacks precisely if we want to get them off. He will also occasionally do an AoE attack where he plants a blade in the ground. This causes a cloud of daggers to appear above in the air, and they will dart toward us periodically, dealing chip damage. One last thing, don't make the mistake I did and stop dodging around or put down your controller after defeating Logarius, as that cloud of daggers in the air will keep sending projectiles your way for some time after he falls. You will still get the Crown of Illusions as a reward even if you get a game over moments later like me. You'll just need to pick it up off the ground near the arena entrance. However, you will lose the Blood Echoes reward from the encounter and have to walk back to the arena from the start of Castle Cainhurst to activate the Logarius seat lamp. Whatever the case, equip the Crown of Illusions while in front of the seat of Logarius to trigger a cutscene, and you can pause until after that plays out to avoid minor spoilers. We will then head inside to meet Analise, Queen of the Vilebloods. Speaking with her, we need to swear oath to the Vilebloods, then swear Vileblood oath to get the Corruption Oath Memory Rune, Cainhurst badge, and Respect gesture. Turning to the right, we can grab the unopened summons and should also activate the nearby lamp before returning to Hunter's Dream. Now let's finish up the majority of remaining NPC questlines, starting with those related to Castle Cainhurst. For that, we will need to equip the Corruption Oath Memory Rune. This next section is not directly related to a questline, but is required to access one particular NPC in a friendly manner. Starting from the Yahar'gul Chapel lamp, we will make our way to the Hypogean jail. We then need to go one floor down and find a broken wall at the back of that chamber. This leads out to the graveyard of the Darkbeast. If we want, we can summon an ally Defector Antal to help us against Darkbeast Paarl. You can pause now if you want to fight this boss blind, but it really should be pretty easy to defeat with brute force at this point. Defeating Darkbeast Paarl will get us the Spark Hunter badge. After activating the nearby lamp, we can then enter Old Yharnam from the back side. Doing just that, we can find a ladder that leads up to a shortcut which puts us out right next to the watchtower where retired Hunter Djura is stationed on that Gatling gun, and we are not going to attack him, at least not immediately. Watch ahead as we need to give a specific response here. Since we are approaching from the back, Djura will actually be friendly when we approach him. If we speak to him and spare the beasts of Old Yharnam, we will get the Powder Keg Hunter badge and Brush Off Dust gesture. With the Corruption Oath Memory Rune equipped, we can then commit the ultimate betrayal and defeat Djura to get a Blood Dreg. This will also add Djura's armor set to the Insight Messenger Bath in Hunter's Dream. We only need one Blood Dreg to complete Analise's quest, but keep in mind that you can get more Blood Dregs for defeating any hostile Hunter NPCs while the Corruption Oath Memory Rune is equipped. For the next step in the Cainhurst questline, we will need to go find Alfred and give him the unopened summons. He's still at his second location near the entrance to Forbidden Woods. I'll show the path to reach him, starting from the Cathedral Ward lamp. If you have anything else you want to talk with Alfred about, make sure to do so now before giving him the unopened summons. Doing that will get us the Wheel Hunter badge and Church Bow Mail gesture and cause Alfred to move to the Vileblood Queen's chamber. Now, don't do anything crazy or attack anyone when you go to the Vileblood Queen's chamber, but you can do so now and pause until after to avoid spoilers. Speaking with Alfred in the chamber will get us the Roar gesture, and we then need to pick up the queenly flesh from the altar, as there is a way to fix this. Before doing that though, let's finish Alfred's questline by going to his first location in the Cathedral Ward, near the front entrance to Old Yharnam. I'll go ahead and show the path to it just in case anyone needs a refresher. The final reward for Alfred's questline is the Radiance Oath Memory Rune, which increases the amount of health restored by blood vials by 2% of our max health. We should also be able to purchase his fancy helmet from one of the messenger baths back in Hunter's Dream. To finish Analise's questline, we will then need to go to the Altar of Despair and offer the queenly flesh to the altar. Finally, we can return to the Vileblood Queen's chamber to speak with Analise and offer up at least one blood dreg. Doing so will get us the Deep Respect gesture. Next, let's finish up Patch's questline. First, make sure you spoke with him in the lecture building and opened up the shortcut door to his private room. Then, we will need to go defeat the Amygdala boss in Nightmare Frontier. I'll show the quickest path to reach this boss, starting from the Nightmare Frontier Lantern and making use of that shortcut we opened up in part 5 of this series. Amygdala is a pretty easy boss at this point in the game, just go for the head whenever possible. Defeating Amygdala will get us the Ailing Loran Chalice, and will also allow us to activate the lamp for Amygdala's chamber. We can then return to Patches, who will still be sitting around in his room at the lecture building. We need to speak with Patches multiple times, then return to Hunter's Dream, then come back to the lecture building. If Patches has vanished, then we know that his quest was successfully completed, and he now has a small chance of appearing in Chalice dungeons, which we won't be getting into until part 8 of this series. The last part of this video will discuss how to access the Old Hunters DLC for those that have it installed. We should already have the Eye of a Blood-Drunk Hunter if that's the case. If you are just installing the DLC now, then you should find that key item in Hunter's Dream on the steps leading up to the workshop. With that in our inventory, we can go out the left exit from the Cathedral Ward lamp, then move to the tree on our right in the courtyard area. a nearby Amygdala will grab hold of us and trigger a cutscene. This will bring us to the start of the Old Hunters DLC. If you're having trouble or need any clarification on what was covered in this guide, you can reach out to me in the comments where I will do my best to help. Our next major objective is to complete the Old Hunters DLC and all related NPC questlines, all of which will be covered in Part 7 of this series. You can find that over on my channel, and if you're new, consider subscribing. You're helping me feed my cats, Marshmallow, and Coco. Have a great day. If you're here today, have a great Wednesday, and as always, thanks for watching.